Hey guys, so I am here today to do a 6-week baby slash postpartum update. I know I've been kind of MIA because Aaron was off work for like the past 5 weeks, and I just really have a hard time doing anything while he's home because we just like to hang out and he likes to play Fortnite and we play with the kids outside and we do all that stuff. So I just have not made any time to film videos. And now that he's back at work, he's been gone all week, and I feel like I have gotten so much done. The way I have cleaned my whole house, and I edited a video that I had filmed when I was pregnant, and now I'm filming this video. So I just feel like I've been on my game this week, and I feel really good about it. So I'm gonna try to stick to a more regular upload schedule. I'm gonna try to upload every Friday. I don't want to push myself too hard because I have an issue where if I set a goal for myself and then I mess up one time, it just discourages me so much that I will never do it again. So I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I'm going to try to be as consistent as I possibly can. So look forward to more coming from me. I do have plans to film a nighttime routine, hopefully for TikTok and YouTube. But I don't know if I can film both at the same time. That might be kind of hard. So I don't know, you'll see one or the other, TikTok or YouTube for sure, maybe both. But anyways, so let's get into the update because I feel like I've wanted to talk about my baby for so long. If you can't tell by the bow on her head, she is a girl. She was born on February 10th and her name is Emerson Rose. And I am just so in love with her name. I love the name Emerson. The girls either call her Emmy or Rosie. Addie actually calls her Rosie because she can't really say Emerson. And so she calls her baby Rosie. I'll try to insert a clip of it if I can get a clip of her saying it. We had a surprise gender, so we didn't know up until my birth. And that was the most magical moment of my entire life. I wanted another girl so bad. If you don't know, I have 2 girls already. They are 3.5 and 2, and I wanted a third girl so bad. I didn't want to start over and do everything new with a boy. I would have been happy with a boy because I know that Aaron wants a son. I feel like he would be a really good boy dad, but I mean, he is also the best girl dad. He's learning how to braid their hair. He plays tea parties with them. He does all the cute girl stuff. And I mean, he loves being a girl dad, so I was really wanting another girl. And plus we already have all the clothes, all of our stuff is pink, literally everything we have is for girls. It is literally indescribable to wait until birth and then find out the gender of your baby. If many of you don't know, I had a home birth and I actually had her literally right here by my bed, and looking down and be able to be oh, it's a girl, and tell Aaron was so exciting. And I will never find out the gender of a baby again. I always want to be surprised. This was definitely worth the wait. And a lot of people have asked me oh, how did you wait? I could never have waited. It's not really that bad. The pregnancy went by so fast that it just wasn't that bad to wait and find out the gender. And then it was so worth it that I recommend it to all my friends. I have a few friends who are pregnant and I keep telling them don't find out. It's so worth it. Just wait. It'll be so fun. And I mean, a lot of people can't get on board with that, but if you can, and if you can stand it, definitely do it. I did want to mention, this is the cutest little outfit. It's just a 2-piece set. I actually got it sent to me by a boutique. I had to put her down because she did not like me holding her like that, but I got it from this boutique on Instagram. It's called Violet and Cove Boutique. I will tag them below. She was so kind to send this to me. She actually sent it to me before I even had the baby, so it is a really gender neutral color, but she has blue eyes and I think it makes her eyes look so beautiful. But anyways, go check out her boutique. She has so many good gender neutral clothes, and she just got in a lot of cute new stuff, so I can't wait to put in another order with her shop. But yeah, go check her out. I will leave all of that linked in the description below. But anyways, a little more about her is that she was born 10 pounds even and 22 inches long. And now she weighs about 14 and a half pounds. I just weighed her myself, but like the way I have to do it, I have to weigh myself and then grab her and also weigh me and her because we don't have a baby scale anywhere. So I think she weighs about 14 and a half pounds at 6 weeks old. So she's gained 4.5 pounds, which is kind of crazy. She looks gigantic. She's trying to take a nap right now, so I don't want to bug her too much, but like, look at how big she is. She looks huge already. So actually, kind of a funny story. I took her to the pediatrician when she was about 2 weeks old, and she was already 11 and a half, maybe 12 pounds at that point. And so when I took her there, we take our older kids there too, so we're there a little bit, like, kind of frequently. And one of the nurses who works there was like, "Oh my gosh, you had another baby? I didn't even know you were pregnant." And I was like, "Yeah." And she says, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Like, how old is she?" And so I paused and I was like, "How old does she look?" And this nurse said, "I don't know, 2 or 3 months." I was like, "I had her 2 weeks ago." The nurse was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so big." Like, everyone tells me how big she is. I don't know why, I just make giant children, but yeah, they've all been like 99th percentile for weight and 99th percentile for height. I mean, Ella and Addie, Ella was 7 pounds 6 ounces, Addie was 7 pounds 13. And so to have a 10-pound baby at birth was kind of wild, but like, even Addie, if you look back at my videos, she was a huge baby too. She was always so chunky. We literally still to this day call her Chunk Chunk because she was so big as a baby. That nickname just stuck with her because she was so big. So anyway, she's gaining weight really well. She's feeding really well. I am still exclusively breastfeeding, which is going great. The only problem is that sometimes she like whines so much and she'll be like moving her head around trying to find my boob, and she literally won't do it. I have to like take my boob and shove it in her mouth to like get her to realize that I'm ready to feed her. And I don't know, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of sad because she's always so sad when she can't find it, but she doesn't try very hard, so that's her own fault. She is literally such a good baby. She sleeps so good. She does love to be held. I hold her quite a lot, mostly all day. I think I held her all day long for like the first 2 weeks of her life. And then I think my parents came down when she was about 10 days old, maybe like 8 to 10 days. And that is like the first time I was not holding her. For the first 4 days of her life, we stayed in this room and just had Erin like bring us food. The kids came in and would like hold her in my bed and just sit and watch movies. And so yeah, she didn't even leave this room for like 4 days, and then I held her for another 2 weeks, and then just recently I went up to visit my parents at their house, and I was there for about 2 weeks, and that was like the first time that I wasn't holding her, and it kind of stressed me out because everybody else wanted to hold her, and so I would let them, and I was just like, I don't know, it's so wild that I have been holding her like her whole life. And then all of a sudden I wasn't, because everybody else was around and wanted to hold her. But anyways, she also really likes to sleep in a rocker. I actually have it right here. It's this one from Target, and she likes to sleep in there. I only let her sleep in there whenever I'm watching her, because I know I don't think it's like meant for sleep, but I make sure to watch her when she sleeps in it. But that is literally the only way that I get stuff done, is if I put her on the floor right next to me and like rock her in that thing while I do dishes or while I do anything else. I have to be rocking her. So she's always literally right next to me. I love the newborn stage. I love having little tiny babies, and I will never get enough of it. I will probably end up with 10 kids because I love the newborn stage so much, and they're just so sweet. Anyways, a little bit more onto myself. I'm 6 weeks postpartum, and I have lost a ton of weight, and I feel really good in my body. I only bled for about a week after having her, which is, I think, the shortest amount of time with all 3 of my kids. I mean, everything is going really well. I started out, when I got pregnant, I think I weighed 205, and which is pretty high for me. My whole life I've never been above 200, so I think with the miscarriage I had right before her, and with just not eating right and being a stay-at-home mom, not really doing a ton of exercise, I gained up quite a bit of weight after I had Addie. And I weighed 205 when I got pregnant, and then right before birth I weighed myself and I weighed 198, and then right after I had her I think I weighed 180, like right immediately after. I was so curious. I was like, I wonder how much weight I'm gonna lose just having her. And since she weighed 10 pounds, and I also, like my midwife said, I had a lot of amniotic fluid, I lost 18 pounds just by having her. So if you want to know how much weight you're gonna lose when you have a baby, just be prepared. Like, a baby's roughly 7 to 10 pounds, plus you have a lot of water, you have extra blood in your body when you're pregnant, so just expect to lose like 10, 15, maybe almost 20 pounds if you have a big baby like me. Right after I weighed 180, and now at 6 weeks postpartum, I'm down to 172, which is literally the least I've weighed since high school. None of my clothes fit. All of my leggings, my jeans, everything is too big. So anyway, I think the only other like postpartum things I wanted to talk about is that I've been having a bit of postpartum anxiety. It's not as bad as it was with Addie. With Addie, I was literally debilitated for the first 3 months of her life. I barely remember it. It was such a fog. And I'm glad to say that this time is going so much better. I think truly because I told myself, like, slow down, you can't spoil a baby, you don't have to put her down and clean your house. Like, when I say I held her for the first 2 weeks, I kid you not, I held her for the first 2 weeks. I really took time to slow down, to like lay in bed with all the kids and watch movies and hold the baby and soak in that time, and it has changed my postpartum like mindset so drastically. So yeah, if I have one piece of advice for anybody who's having a baby, it is really like slow down and take that time. It will help your mental health so much. And I mean, I don't know, I do have some like intrusive thoughts and anxiety, but I think it is a lot to do with hormones, and having a new baby is kind of like generally scary because you're just worried about them. So it's nothing I'm too worried about. My doctor isn't too worried about. I do plan on seeing a therapist just to like go over and talk about things, and you know, just have someone who's not Erin who I can talk to about all this stuff. So I am taking care of that, but overall I am feeling super good. I'm doing really great, and she is doing perfect. She is such a good baby. I literally cannot get enough. I think that is all I have to say, and I'm gonna wrap this video up. So anyways, thanks guys for watching videos. Be on the lookout for more videos. Hold me accountable to posting because I really want to get back into this. I always say that like I want to post more, but this time I'm really gonna do it. I'm not taking any more long breaks because it just really throws me off, and then I get so disappointed and I don't want to post again because I've been on such a long break. But I'm gonna do my best to not do that. Like, if I miss a week, sure, that's fine, but I'm not gonna take any more long breaks. So anyways, thanks for watching my channel. Go check out Violet Cove Boutique on Instagram and on her shop, and have a good one. Bye guys.